One walked from east to west and counted 200,033,500 li and 75 steps. The other counted the same from north to south. Managing water in such a vast area will not be an easy task. Besides, rivers and rivers flow in all directions, and chasms sometimes reach 800 meters. At the head of the small group, Yu was lucky. In Tushan Mountains, he met Niujiao, a young, beautiful and graceful girl whom he was looking for. According to legend, 4 days after the wedding, he returned to the construction site and traveled through the Ebri St, in which no one had ever come to him. Once he met Fu Sai, who gave him a map of 8 trigrams, representing the sky, the earth, the wind, the thunder, the water, the fire, the mountain, and the water. The second time, He Bo, the spirit of the Yellow River, came out to him and gave him a map of the rivers, thanks to which Yu realized how to curb the water element. For years have passed since he left his family. When he came home, Yu heard the stents of his native mother, who was addressing his son. "Father has gone to drink water and hasn't come back for 4 years, fool." A child was crying nearby. "Obstiny water is an important matter," he said to himself. "I can't waste time on family affairs." And he hurried to leave secretly. Armed with a kick-axe and seized a basket, Yu began work on which thousands of people worked. Lakes were dug, dams were built, ravines were filled, whole hills were moved. The giant turtle carried tons of soil alone. The dragon Yinglong cleared the bottom of many rivers in one day. Yu worked all 4 times of the year without putting his hands down. 6 years passed, he came home again and heard his mother say, "My grandson, and if your father does not recognize you, what are you going to do?" "I will beat him," the baby replies. Then he heard a laugh. "My family is doing well," he said to himself. "Why should I come back?" And he went to the construction site. Country of dwarfs. One day, tired of traveling, Yu lay down on some shore and fell asleep. When he woke up, he saw small creatures around him. These are dwarfs a few centimeters tall, who wore clothes and a cap on their heads. Yu watched them, afraid of rustling. A group of dwarfs climbed on their arms and legs. They rode horses the size of a frog. Suddenly, one of them approached his nose, jumped at him like a rock, and tried to install a banner. Yu, feeling the itch, sneezed and stood up. All the dwarfs immediately fell to the ground with all their belongings and weapons. Yu learned that the inhabitants of this country are smart, honest, and clever. They know how to do a variety of tools of labor, and then their country prospers. The deadly enemy of the dwarfs is the white crane. When the harvest and the ears were approaching, the cranes flew to their edge and ate the entire harvest, attacking even the dwarfs.